Coming up, students anticipate the start of the new school year tomorrow. And coming up in sports, high school coaches want better facilities for the new school year. The Bahamas Tonight Weekend Edition starts now.
Now in HD. ZNS Network presents The Bahamas Tonight. This portion of the news brought to you by BTC Every Day.
Good evening and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight Weekend Edition. I'm LaDawn Davis. Thanks so much for tuning in. Topping the news, it's only hours left before administrators, teachers, and of course students return to the classrooms for the start of the 2014-2015 academic year. And this school year will mark a first for the Ministry of Education as officials there introduce the new National Standardized Diploma Program for 10th grade students. Our first segment of the news this Sunday focuses on education. Well, after a summer of repairs, education officials are confident the 160 public schools across the country are ready for occupancy tomorrow. But not only will the classrooms be ready, students are too. Some of them we spoke with are very excited for the beginning of another educational journey.
I'm excited for school.
I really love my teacher. She is like really nice and I can get along with everybody inside my class because there's not really any problems there.
I'm excited to get back to school and learn more.
I'm excited to do well again and try my best, and hopefully I'll go to grade 6 knowing everything I can.
Welcome back to school!
I want to see my new friends and my new teacher because I'm so excited for tomorrow. And every time when I go home I speak, I talk about school every day.
Do you like homework?
Not a lot. It's be too hard for me because I go on in grade 4.
I am Raphael Delancey for ZNS News.
Now, the majority of new teachers hired by the Ministry of Education for the new school year are recent graduates of the College of the Bahamas and will join over 4,000 teachers in the public school system. While the Bahamas Union of Teachers welcomes those new hires into the system, the union is also expressing some concerns that linger as the new school year starts. President Belinda Wilson is optimistic heading into the school year. However, she noted that while the schools are functionally prepared, she did notice some minor issues that need to be addressed.
I would have inspected, along with some of my other officers, would have inspected some of the schools. We noted that actually some of the yards need to be cleaned. So a lot of garbage, we noted a lot of garbage was piled up. I know Abaco, I got a few concerns about Cooperstown and SC Boodle schools not being ready. I believe that most of the schools may be functionally ready, but we won't be able to tell exactly until all of the students come and you're able to put those timetables together and get the schedules together and get the children actually in the classrooms.
The union leader also specified the process of continued hiring of teachers.
Spoken to someone in Human Resources, and so the employment and recruitment of teachers is ongoing. Now, I must say thus far, I know that Uriah McPhee Primary School, they're looking for, they are missing about 2 or 3 generalists, Cleveland Indians 1, and 1 or 2 other schools, but it does not seem now, and like I said, school opens on Monday, so not until you physically get there to see how well you're functioning. But thus far, it does not seem to be a major concern.
And it's more of a blessing to give than to receive, and that's exactly what employees here at the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas and its Hill Thrillers Social Club did on Saturday for 100 underprivileged children across the capital as they prepare to head back to the classroom. BCB's General Manager Diana Swan also passed out school bags and supplies to the students. She encouraged ZNS employees to continue to remain a unified body that's visible within the community.
This is just our way of saying thank you to the community, thank you to the young people, just a thank you to the Bahamas, because ZNS Sports and Social Club in Freeport is expected to do something similar. So I'm really, really happy as to how this day turned out.
Now, radio director Vaughn Miller echoed similar sentiments and was pleased to see that this first back-to-school jamboree was able to touch many lives.
This event was extremely successful. All of the participants enjoyed it, particularly the persons who we did it for, the underprivileged children and children who are not labeled underprivileged. They heard of the event on the radio and television. They came to be a part of it. They enjoyed it. And you know, in keeping with what the Bible says, inasmuch as you do it to the least of these, you've done it unto me. And that's what today is all about, getting back involved with the community. As you know, we have a lot of hurting persons in our community. Some we know of, some we do not know of. And we just wanted to reach out, touch as many as we could possibly touch, and to make going back to school a little lighter.
Meanwhile, the St. James Masonic Lodge No. 3 hosted a back-to-school bash for the children of Camp Road yesterday that featured free haircuts, food, and most importantly, school supplies. We spoke with Worshipful Master St. James Lodge No. 3, Selvin Rolfe.
Well, today this is our third annual back-to-school event here at the St. James Temple, where we concentrate on the young boys in the community. We give free haircuts, school supplies, back-to-school safety tips, like I said, for the boys in the area. Now, I just want to take this opportunity to encourage and invite all those who can give back and help the less fortunate. I think it's our God-given obligation that we should do as much as we can do to help those who are less fortunate.
Over in North Andros, the Member of Parliament, the Honorable Dr. Perry Gomez, treated students there to a back-to-school jamboree at the regatta site in Morgan's Bluff. Our Julian Gibson was there and tells us the children were all smiles.
Students of the North Andros area got some much-needed school supplies and were treated to lunch, thanks to their Member of Parliament, Minister of Health, the Honorable Dr. Perry Gomez.
It's something we're happy to be able to do. And as part of the organization, the Progressive Liberal Party and the supporters come together and put on this kind of activity for school children every year. And it's not unique to Andros either. It's throughout the Commonwealth. And so I'm very proud of this.
For the youngsters, they were thankful that the minister assisted them in preparing for school.
I feel great. I thank you for the school supplies and everything.
I feel good about that.
You was able to get your books and bags and everything?
Yes, sir.
Now, volunteers that hosted the children believe the event was a smashing success.
It's a wonderful feeling when the community can come together and have a camaraderie, and that's what I feel about it. Great.
This year I'd like to encourage the students to strive and do the best they can do, because they have a Member of Parliament, especially from North Andros, who's looking out for them and who's looking forward for them putting North Andros on the map in the terms of education.
Reporting for the ZNS News Network, I'm Julian Gibson.
And police sending out a strong warning tonight to parents and students at the start of the new school year. At a press conference this afternoon, Police Traffic Division officers urged parents to monitor their children's surroundings at all times, while a zero-tolerance approach is being targeted to all students.
Parents, we will not be tolerating no parents threatening no teachers, no parents going on school campus fighting with teachers. So that will not be tolerated this year. That's a zero-tolerance approach to that. Also, students, we will not be tolerating you carrying knives or any offensive weapons to schools this year, any drugs this year. If you're being bullied, if you're being attacked, we want you to report it to a responsible adult.
We want to say to the parents, if you're going to be transporting your kids to school, please do not stop in the middle of the thoroughfare to disembark your children. Pull to the side, disembark your children. By stopping in the road, you put the child at risk.
We want drivers to give themselves sufficient time as they head out to work or to school. Give full attention to your driving. Be courteous to other road users. Obey the rules of the road, stopping at stop signs on red traffic light.
And still on education, the top high school examination achievers across New Providence were recognized at a back-to-school ceremony staged by the New Providence Association of Public High School Principals this weekend. Our Jared Higgs reports.
Meet Butishka King, the highest achiever in Bahamian public schools.
I received 7 A's and 1 B.
Butishka sung the praise of her teachers at C.R. Walker Senior High School, commending their commitment to producing excellent students. A total of 16 students were recognized for achieving the highest results at their individual school. Top performer at C.V. Bethel Senior High School, Gordon Smith says he had to cut out the distractions in order to stay focused. He also had a special thank you for his parents.
My parents were very supportive. They was with me every step, everything I asked for. Once they could get it, I had it. And they had my back with everything.
Nastasia Turnquest earned 9 A's at BJC, and this year she starts a new journey at a new school.
Well, I'm happy that I had the chance to get a scholarship to go to St. John's, and also I think that I'm prepared for any challenge that is about to come.
Butishka and Gordon have both enrolled at the College of the Bahamas. Despite that, Butishka still represents for her old school.
C.R. Walker, in my opinion, is the best high school in the Bahamas.
Jared Higgs, ZNS Network News.
Stay close, we've got more news on the other side of the break.